Passengers leaving us here are asked to wait for directions from the tram crew, mind the step and use the handrail, while those of you choosing to stay aboard will have a few minutes to wait while our crew prepares for the next part of our journey. Our left is the Sacred Heart Cathedral. It is the third largest cathedral in Australia. As we pass by, note the statue at the front of the cathedral. It is of Mary MacKillop, Australia's first Catholic saint, and was erected in 2014. The 87-metre high spire has been part of Bendigo's skyline since 1881 and named after the then Princess of Wales, Alexandra. New Street runs up the hill to our left and is the hub of Bendigo's Arts Precinct, featuring the Capitol Theatre, the Tram Visual Arts Centre and the Bendigo Art Gallery. Next stop, Charing Cross. If you're getting off here, please mind the step and use the handrail as you leave the tram from the left-hand. Our left is Rosalind Park, named after Rosalind from Shakespeare's As You Like It. The park was opened in 1870. The Soldiers Memorial Hall on your left is built over what was once the main shaft of the Hustlers Royal Reserve Mine, which for decades thundered away right here in the city. It mined the Great Hustlers Reef, one of the richest reefs ever discovered in Australia. Notice the life-size statue of Sir George Lancel holding a lump of quartz in his hand. George Lancel was known as Australia's quartz king, and although he came from humble beginnings, his passion for quartz mining made him Bendigo's richest and most respected citizen during the gold rush years. The former Santos public offices were opened in 1887. Then, at Federation, became the Bendigo Post Office. Today, it is home to the city's visitor centre and the post office gallery. Both the post office and the Bendigo Law Courts building we are now passing were designed by Major George Watson. To your left is the historic Conservatory Gardens. It's hard to imagine that in the 1960s the glass conservatory was marked for demolition, all in the name of progress. Ahead you will see the Gold Monument. This monument was erected in 1901 and depicts Fortuna, the mythical goddess of good luck, dropping a gold nugget into the pan of a digger. Bendigo is still to this day one of the richest goldfields in the world and yielded over 700,000 kilograms of gold, worth approximately $38 million at today's prices. The gold rush attracted people from around the globe, including thousands of Chinese who came to Bendigo in search of prosperity. Bendigo's Chinese precinct is called Daigang San. It translates to Big Gold Mountain, as Bendigo was known to the first Chinese who settled in the region. The proud history of the Chinese is displayed in Bendigo's Golden Dragon Museum, the adjacent Yiyuan Gardens, and the Kuan Yin Temple Village Church. It is one of the largest wooden churches in the Southern Hemisphere and was the fourth church to be built in Bendigo. St Killian's was initiated by the Catholic priest Reverend Dr. Henry Bacchus, a German immigrant who came to the goldfields in 1852. He was sometimes called Reverend Ford. In 1882, he left behind real estate valued at more than
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart.